Hello dear student, myself Anal Patni from Department of Microbiology and Biotechnology, Sivsha Institute of Sciences. Today we are going to start Unit 4, that is microbial growth, and the topic is methods of reproduction in bacteria and new cell formation. So there are various methods for the reproduction in prokaryotic organism. The first is budding. Earlier in the semester 1, we already studied about the budding method. Some bacteria like Rhodopseudomonas and Hypomonas and some other bacteria reproduce by budding method, a process in which a small bud develops at the end of the cell. The cell is having a stalk-like structure that is also known as prostheca, and the bud is formed at the end of the prostheca. In some organisms, the bud is also formed from the middle of the prostheca part. This bud is enlarged and eventually develops into a new cell which is separate from the parent cell. And new daughter cell develops and grows separately. The second method is oocyte production. It is similar to multiple fission, but there is some difference in it. So, as we know, in the multiple fission, from the one cell, there are number of cells are produced, and at the time outer membrane get burst and all the new daughter cells come outside from the membrane and they grow individually. Likewise, in oocyte production, small tiny oocytes are there. Eventually, they form a thick matrix around the cell. Now, inside the cell get divided and produces two type of cells. The one is basal cell and the second one is apical cell. So, you can easily observe in the figure that the small one is a basal cell and the larger one is apical cell. Now, from the apical cell, they undergoes into the multiple fission and divided into the so many tiny oocytes. And after the rupture of cell matrix, all tiny oocytes are come out from the cell matrix and they grow individually. The next one is fragmentation method. In the fragmentation method, the bacteria divide into small bacillary or fucoid cells from the large extensive filamentous growth. So, eventually in this process, multinucleoid filaments divided into uninucleoid cells, and each small fragment give rise to new daughter cell to grow. For example, Nocardia species. The other one is spore formation, that is of conidiospore or sporangiospores. Species of the genus Streptomyces and related bacteria produce many spores per organism by developing cross walls at the hyphal tip. Each spore gives rise to a new organism. So, this is very most important reproduction method in prokaryotic organism, that is binary fission, and it also includes cell cycle of the prokaryotic cell. And it is very important for the exam point of view. So, whenever a bacterial cell inoculated into a fresh medium, initially they start getting adapted to that environment. After that, they start getting divided into the medium. So during the division process, they takes up the nutrient from the environment, and many biochemical synthesis process can take place. The nutrients are converted into the cell substances like RNA, DNA, proteins, enzymes, and other macromolecules and some granules. Cell mass and cell size increases and new cell wall building blocks are synthesized. Subsequently, the process of binary fission is initiated. So, binary fission and septum formation is not begins until chromosome content of the cell has been doubled. So, in the binary fission, you can easily observe into the diagram that firstly young cell is there, then the cell get enlarged their cell wall, cell membrane and cell volume, and at that time their chromosomal material start replicated. In the third figure, you can observe that DNA get completed their replication and divided into two parts. So after that, DNA or a chromosomal material move towards the opposite end, and inward growth of cytoplasmic membrane takes place at the middle of the cell. The cytoplasmic membrane is attached with the mesosome. You can easily observe in the diagram that outermost yellow color layer is the cell wall. The inner one, that is of pink color, that is of cell membrane, and between them there is a mesosome. So cell membrane, that is also known as cytoplasmic membrane. So cytoplasmic membrane and the mesosome both are attached to each other. So while synthesis of cytoplasmic membrane, mesosome is also synthesized. So the next step is the inward growth of cell wall to form a septum that ultimately splits to allow separation of the two daughter cells. So as you can see in the last diagram that two daughter cells are divided from the one parent cell. So septum is a one formation that separates both the cell and help into the separation. So some species separate completely two cells, while you also know some bacillus species of bacteria, and you also observe the chain formation of bacteria in the during your practicals in the laboratory, that some bacillus produces chain, or they observed in duplication. So in that they don't get detached in the last stage, that is a septum formation stage. In that they remain attached with each other and do not get separated. So likewise you can um, You can link that arrangements of organisms of like bacillus are in duplicate or in the chain, cocci are a single or a duplicate, or they form a group or a cluster. So you can link this binary fission process and septum formation process and with the cell structure or a cell arrangement, and you can identify that how can they are arranged in a different manner. Now, we earlier we see that septum formation is very important during the separation of cell after binary fission or a division. So, in the gram positive bacteria and in the gram negative bacteria, there is a difference between the formation of septum. So, first we will see that how septum is formed in gram positive bacteria. So, in the gram positive rods, the transverse septum is formed in the manner similar as we seen earlier in the binary fission. No ridge is present at the middle of the cell. Only about 15% of the new wall of a daughter cell is derived from formation of the septum. Bacillus grows mainly by elongation rather than just by septum formation, as does coccus. So, we know that bacillus are rod in shape and the cocci are round in shape. So, uh, due to their rod shape, after division and separation of cell, they elongated by themselves and get into the rod shape. But in the cocci, organism do not get elongate because they are round in structure. So after the division and septum formation, they easily get separated by each other and form a round shaped cell structure. During growth and extension of the wall, the older outer layer of the wall become more thinly spread out. They are eventually destroyed by degradative enzyme located in the cell wall and are replaced by the newer wall material. Thus, Thus, it is in a dynamic state with old outer material continually being destroyed and new inner material continually being added as a cell elongate. In this schematic diagram, it is of gram-positive cocci. In the very first figure, we can see that is a early septum in growth. In this, synthesis of new wall begins at a equatorial ridge. In the figure B, it is a condition of late septum synthesis. We can observe that the septum is formed in the middle of the cell. So in the figure B, from this side, new wall grows peripherally, pushing apart the hemisphere of old wall. Half of the entire wall of each daughter cell is derived from the septum. So, in the figure 3, that is of a closed septum. In that, you can see that two new daughter cells are synthesized, and in that in the middle of the cell septum is formed. So septum the septum is pushing a cell aside, and easily new daughter cell can form. Now we are going to see a septum formation in gram-negative bacteria, and how gram-negative bacteria septum formation is different from gram-positive bacteria. So on the screen you can see various diagrams. In that, diagram 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is one separate diagram. In that, A, B and C is written below. So in the first diagram there are various lines are drawn. So first two lines are of outer membrane of the organism. The dotted line is of peptidoglycan, and the thick line, that is of cytoplasmic membrane. Now in gram-negative bacteria like E. coli, in stage 3 to 6 you can observe a fold, a round structure, irregular round structure above the outer membrane in diagram 1 to 6. So you can easily observe that round irregular fold on the outer membrane of the cell. So that fold occurs at the site where septum will be formed, and after the formation of septum that fold is get invisible. So you can see in the diagram 7 that the fold, irregular round fold, that is on the outer membrane of the cell, that is disappear after the formation of septum. So you can observe it in the diagram 7 that no round fold observed on the outer membrane or the between the outer membrane or the anywhere. So after the formation of septum in the gram-negative bacteria, the fold is disappear after the formation of septum. The outer membrane does not invaginate until the final stage of septum formation get over. However, the cytoplasmic membrane and the peptidoglycan layer grow inward in the early stage. So you can observe it in the diagram 4 and diagram 5 that how cytoplasmic membrane and peptidoglycan membrane get synthesized during the cell separation. A mesosome linked to the cytoplasmic membrane is present during the cell stages of cell septum formation. So you can easily differentiate both the process, that how gram-negative bacteria and gram-positive bacteria's septum formation is different from each other. In gram-positive bacteria, there is no any fold formation is observed. Rather, in gram-negative bacteria, on the outer side of the membrane, one round irregular fold is observed, and in gram-positive bacteria there are of two types, that is a rod shape and a circular shape. So in the rod shape, after the separation of cell there is elongation process in that cell get develops, and in the round shape that is of cocci cells, they are easily separated after the septum formation and easily synthesize new daughter cell. But in the gram-negative bacteria, there is a fold-like structure, and from that region, septum is started forming, and after completion of septum formation, fold is disappeared. So that is easily can observed in figure number 7. So thank you. Here we are completed with the topic number 1 of unit 4, that is different reproduction method in the prokaryotic organism. And if is there any query, you can ask anytime at my email ID. Thank you.